Right, just need to find the link for this and put it in the Discord and then we're sorted. The like share link. And then sort out the sound and the music and we'll get to it. It should hop from 4 minutes down to like... Oh shit, it's already ran out. Where's this image? Oh, you should be able to see now, I think. Timer. No, how to get that text out of the way. There we go, boys. Is that right? I think it is. I'll need to sort out the sound and all that stuff, but I'm just going to share this in the Discord first once I find out where the link is. And then we'll get cracking. Can one of you post the link in the chat actually, and then I can copy paste it? Make it a bit easier than me finding it. There's so many different options in this like YouTube bit that's in behind. There we go. Getting there now, boys. 1 second, I'm just still trying to find this share link. I'm going to post it in the Discord. And then we will get to the Nightmare. The solo with the ham joint. Really, really overpowered weapon in case any of you didn't know. Oh, why is the thumbnail wrong in this? Edit video. Just sorting out the thumbnail. 1 sec. It has the Fossil Island only one on there. Right, I think that's it sorted. And I think we're good to go now. You should be able to hear a bit of RuneScape music in the background, then hear me talking over it in the front. If you can't, just let me know, I'll change the volumes and all that kind of stuff. Get rickrolled. Yeah, it's definitely not Fossil Island. So this thing has just bought the Inquisitor plate skirt. For any of you who don't know, this has crush bonus. And the wee ham joint here is the fastest hitting melee weapon in the game. Even though it's got no stats, it's actually pretty strong, which is quite crazy considering it's supposed to be like a fun item. No stats at all. Show the stats of the weapon. There it is. Absolutely beastly weapon. And I'm not even trolling about that, it is pretty good. But the reason it's good is because it attacks faster than any other melee weapon in the game. Apart from the Event RPG and the Swift Blade, they're the same, but this one here is Crush, which is exactly what you want at the Nightmare. I think we're good to go. I've not shared this in Discord actually, 1 sec. I got the link and all and then closed it on that. Right, I'll get this, put her in Discord and then we'll head out. I am probably just going to die, like, it's still got the wrong thumbnail on it. I don't know how to change that thumbnail, lads, so I'll maybe need to edit here in the stream. Stream health, stream settings. Nope, 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 edit. Change thumbnail, it says it has the right thumbnail. We'll try anyway. Any requests in the old RuneScape music? I could probably guess your answer to that actually, before you put it in the chat. Before you have a chance to reply, I'm going to say that's what you went for. So, for anybody who didn't see the stats, there it is. An absolute beast of a weapon. The old ladies of that is the one there. So, got the link. I'll whack that in Discord. Whoops. And then we'll be good to go. You can probably hear me typing really loud. The mic is right beside the thing here. Right beside the microphone, you know. Or the keyboard's right beside the microphone even. That is in this. Oh, I forgot to tag people in it. There we go, lads. So that's in Discord to like 900 people, so that should get us flowing now. We've got 1 like already, so we're flying. We're going to take this ham joint, which is super overpowered. Goes down like a greatest of all time in RuneScape. Yeah, that is it. This is an absolute tune. Big shout out to King Abba and let me just check it. Messenger, who lent me a wee bit of money to buy this bad boy. 378 mil for this here plate skirt. For any of you who don't know, this is really good crush bonus, and it's just going to make the ham joint super overpowered. Plus 12 crush bonus. We're looking a bit stronger now. Ham joint and Inquisitor's plate legs. I couldn't afford these, but the boys hooked me up earlier on. So this is what we're rocking to the Nightmare. I don't have the Avanic Defender. Maybe I should bring Ferocious. Yeah, I'll bring Ferocious because every single bit of damage here matters. I should probably buy the Spaghetti Staff as well. Bank the old meat pies. How the meat pie collection's doing actually. 516, going very slow. I've not been whacking stuff in. Right, so that is us all geared up. We've had a banger of a tune on, and I think we're ready to go. 37 people wanting to see me go out to the nightmare in this. I don't know how this will work, but a bit of fun anyway. Don't have enough supplies. I'm gonna have to sort this out. So for any who's messaging, I can't see the chat here. I'll let them know I'm live as well. I think we're ready to go. I need to move this chat over so it's not in the other monitor, so I can actually read what these are saying. Actually, I don't even think I'll be able to read this when I'm in there fighting it. Ham and spaghetti, that is a combination there. I think I'll try to afford it. 95mm, I'm not sure how much the spaghetti staff is. If I can afford it, we'll rock it as well. Oh, I could probably get it if I sell my trident. Yeah, there's a plan there. Oh, spooky music going already. Are there any tips or tricks for dealing with the parasites in Phase 2 solo? So if you stand on the west side of her in the middle square, there's a good chance that the parasite will actually walk under, which means you get 1 to 4 hits free on her without her being able to deal damage. Why am I still at 95? Oh, I've not collected. Right, spaghetti staff, Sangrolini, isn't it? Spaghetti staff is oof. I don't think we can get there, boys. 119 mil. I'm surprised that's so expensive. Maybe if I sell something. I think I still have a bludgeon in here somewhere. Unless I sold it for the Inquisitors as well, I might have. Yeah, I did. I sold it as well. Now the bank's completely cleared out, so we can't bring the spaghetti staff and have to buy my trident back. We'll get the trident back and then we'll head out. Jeez, this is some strange music. Wrong trident. Let me just make sure I've got everything sorted here. Got our spaghetti staff, we've got a bit of supplies. I'm going to actually bring Sanfus in, I'm going to be in there for a long time. So I'll decant all them and then we're going to head out. Oh, didn't know that, thank you, no worries man. That's really useful. The second phase is the hardest, especially on solo. You need to be able to like deal with those parasites as quickly as possible, otherwise the wave just drags on and on and on. Or that their phase of it. What is this music? Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio from out in the wild. Let's go for Relica. It's bound to be a bit chilled there. Bit of seaside tunes in the go. Maybe I should try and move this mic so you can't hear the clicks so loud. I'll be okay. So I think we can't really buy any upgrades of this 95, so we'll bank it. I'm going to bring out 5 Sanfus. So that's 6 potions, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be a long fight. Oh, that's not 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't have enough super combat, so we'll need to decant some of them as well. Should have got all this ready before we started streaming, but we're getting close now. Don't worry. Oh, I can't see the statistics when I move this over to this camera. Let me see. Yeah, I can kind of see us all now. So we've got our potions, we've got our supplies, we are good to go. We're going to go and take down the Nightmare with one of the worst weapons in the game. But it's secretly the best weapon in the game, like. I'm going to go for 2 super combats. Usually I bring 3, but I know I'm not going to be doing a second trip. And I'll just try to keep my HP, keep myself alive. Clicks mean you're gaming? Yeah, that's it. As long as I'm clicking, I'll be doing good. I'm going to teleport out, bank at the Theatre of the Blood. Get everything ready. I don't know how this will go. I've never tried it before, only after buying the Inquisitor's plate skirt, but that should make it a lot easier. There's the final stats we're going out with. 69 crush bonus, 59 strength, trying to take down one of the hardest monsters in the game. I can't see this going perfect, but it'll be a bit of fun anyway. I think I'll have the exact same problem as you, Phase 2 with the parasites, them like healing too much. But I've got that, I can bank this, and we'll definitely be angler fishing up. So I wonder if this is enough restores to get me through, because it's going to be a much slower fight than normal. It should be, shouldn't it? That should last quite a while. And then a load of brews. There's what we're rocking. Have I forgot anything there? I think I've got my crush weapon. I've got no spec weapon. Wonder if we should bring a dagger for the power sights or something. Ah, we'll bail on. Blessing. Blessing would definitely be a good plan. Cheers. SGS, I don't have one at the minute. I could have bought one there. That would have been a good idea to extend the trip. Cheers, Kim. Hope you're doing well, man. We're going to try one without the SGS. If we fail, we'll just grab the SGS and then we'll get it. We'll need to click record in this as well in case I want to put up on YouTube later. Oh well. Move that out of the way. Is this center? I think it is. About there. Yeah, that's this good. We will hop world as well. I'm not sure if we're in a UK one. What was it, a blessing we need? An extra prayer bonus. And then another brew. And that is us. Ready to take down, what level is she, like 800? Level 800 monster, higher than Corp. Pretty much one of the strongest monsters in the game. With the most beastly weapon in the game, the ham joint. Hold on, I can't even read this chat. I've got everything sitting in front of it. There, we're good. Clicks me in. Yeah, got everything read already anyway. And here we go. Close this. Jeez, I've just got everything open on the computer. Should have closed everything before we get going. Like paint for making the wee thumbnail and all that. Right, we're sorted. I think I've got everything apart from a spec weapon. We don't need a spec weapon. She's super easy. 52 viewers. I'm surprised there's so many on at this time. I thought the Americans would still be sleeping. Must be like 7 AM there. I heard ham joint with plus 69. Gives 99% chance of harmonized orb. Can you imagine if we actually get an item? Do you know what would be even funnier? If you go to a mass world with a ham joint and get a drop with this thing. People would just be so annoyed. Can I join? You can't join with this one. I'm going to try solo it, but you can definitely come with the next trip. Nightmare is vegan, so it's super effective. Yeah, I heard it was weak to this. Ham joint. Ham joint whip. Do it with flowers. Flowers. I don't think flowers are crush weapon. Let me actually check that. I think they're minus 100 crush, so it'll be like a 2-hour fight. You could probably offset it so it doesn't hit all zeros by wearing the Inquisitors. Assorted flowers are... Where does it say? They're slower. Nah, you can't be doing that. They're much slower. They're weaker. Are they a crush weapon though? Sorry, I'm just checking here if assorted flowers are a crush weapon. And I'm not sure where to check. It doesn't say on the wiki. Oh, it does. Yeah, they are crush weapon. It could be done with flowers. And it's only minus 50 crush bonus. Maybe I'll do it with flowers next. That'd be funny. Oh, I've lost the chat. Why do I keep minimizing stuff? I thought I'd pop these out. One sec. Pop out chat and move that over. There yous all are if you want to say hello to yourselves. Oh shit. Sorry boys. Windows 10, if you shake anything it minimizes absolutely everything. I don't think I need anything else. You can see, you can hear all right. We've got some music going. You mean after the solo? Yeah. I'm not sure if he's in here, but yeah, I'm going to turn my chat off, I think. Just until we finish this so it's not like, you know, covering half the screen. Flowers are everything. Australia. Cheers man. How's it going, Cameron? Are you okay? 4 AM in Cali. I'd be my bad by that time. Any other EU boys? There's one right here anyway, man. 6 AM. That's bright and early there. I think I've read most of this stuff. Blessing SGS, yeah, I've read that. 7. Jeez, these Americans are getting up early. Right, we're gonna have to find a world here to go in. Let's see, we definitely want a UK world. Oh, why is my ping shooting up? That's not what I'd like to see. Can I eat this? This thing's so overpowered. It's a weapon and food in one slot. Like, you can't beat that. Ping's 20 here. Got the ham joint on. I should have pre-potioned, you know, pre-boosted up at the bank. Now I'm going to have to use one of the sips to get us going. But here we are. It's going to be pretty scuffed. It's probably going to take a few attempts. If it's definitely possible. This thing's more overpowered than people think. If I had full Inquisitors, then it'd be sorted. But here we go. I might not be able to read the chat whilst I attempt this, but I'll catch up with all your messages as soon as we're done. Just need to open this in the other window. 70 viewers, 7 likes. Cheers for the likes, boys. I don't know if it does anything on an live stream, but cheers for that anyway. Maybe it does. If I save it as a video, it might already show up. Are you even playing other music or live on the streams? I think there is. You should be able to hear RuneScape music in the background, but I'm not sure if you can. If you can't, I'll sort that out as soon as I finish this. So here it is, the Nightmare solo with a ham joint, live. That means we'll probably die pretty soon. Doesn't seem to be too accurate yet. Ah no, it's Reckoner. Completely melted. Hitting 12s. Wish it had a spec weapon, or special attack on the ham joint. But then it'd just be too overpowered, I suppose. Made it through the first round of husks, no problem. Oh, should really be using F keys. So I think the only problem here will be phase 2, the parasites. You need to hit 40 damage on them really quick without her dealing much damage back. And running out of... Oh, sorry, a new mouse. New mouse in the DPI. What is it, DPI or whatever you call it? It's just all over the place. It takes a wee bit of getting used to, which is not really what you want when you're trying something like this. But I keep hitting the wee button on the top as well that changes the speed of the mouse, which is not good, but I'll get used to it soon enough. Don't worry about it. So flying through the first phase here, almost a quarter of the way. For any of you that didn't know, the ham joint attacks every 1.8 seconds, so it's quicker than a whip. It's pretty much the same speed as a blowpipe, and it's a melee weapon, so hard to beat. Oh, panicking here. I think we're okay in supplies so far, but we haven't messed up yet, which is good. Husks take a wee bit longer than normal. In a team of 5, I think ham joint would be pretty good, but you really need the full Inquisitor for it, all that crush bonus boost and stuff. 80 is in here watching me getting completely wrecked with the ham joint and the Nightmare. Can you hear the music, by the way, or does it need turned up? I'm not sure if I'll be able to turn it up while I'm in here, but I can give it a go if you do want it turned up a wee bit. I don't think we've got the right song on for this here. Oh no! Hold on till I find sea shanty. Oh, 1 sec. There we go. I was a bit scuffed, but you have to have the right tunes. It hits every tick. What, like every one? Ah no, I think it's every 3 ticks, whereas some of the other weapons are 4 ticks. If it hit every 1 tick, that'd be crazy. What's that, mage? Oh, no. Right, that was scuffed, but don't worry, we're going to concentrate now in a second. After I brew back up. The husk disappeared. Never seen that happen before. Or maybe I'm just lagging because I'm streaming. Didn't look like I hit him there. Not gonna lie, this isn't not the best start. Should probably flick the prayers a wee bit, preserve some supplies. I can hear RuneScape music, good, that's what you want to be hearing. Oh! Sorry, panicking. It's this mouse, it just jumps all over the screen. If I was using my old wired mouse, it'd be grand, but it was getting a wee bit weird. It was clicking off every now and then for like 30 seconds, and I was doing inferno attempts and the mouse just kept stop working. Like just completely disconnecting from the computer, and you can just watch yourself die. This one doesn't disconnect, but it is wireless. It's got a wee like change speed button on the very top. I just keep hitting it by mistake. Oh, that was clean. One hit both of the husks. So that's actually quicker killing those husks than the bludgeon would be. So you've heard it here. The ham joint is better than the bludgeon. Oh. I'm trying to read the chat, but it's very, very difficult. You have to like change your prayers and all every couple of seconds. 1 second. What is the average combat level of all the viewers? So you want to put your combat levels in the chat there so that boy can see. I know the average age, it shows up in the all YouTube demographics. Your average age is 29 at the minute. We have 1 pensioner watching. Not in this stream, but in the normal videos. And no teens, which I think is pretty weird. The average player... Oh, 1 sec. The average player on RuneScape must be quite old now. Which makes sense, saying it's a really old game. Just putting on a random song. Ooh. We are halfway through the first phase. How are we doing on supplies? We're not doing terrible, but it will be pretty close if this is anything to go by, because the second phase is going to be much longer than normal. I I think I'm gonna need an SGS. Oh, keep hitting that wrong prayer. Sorry, panicking completely here. Level 35, an absolute beast in the chat there. I definitely need an SGS because the fight's going to be really long. I'd probably get off about at least 10 specials throughout this entire fight. So an SGS would have been the thing to bring. Some pretty hardy ones in the chat there. A couple level 110 plus. 84. Ooh. Right, I need to eat up because I am eventually going to mess up here. Look at her hitting me with melee. Chug all my brews. See, if an SGS I'd use so much less supplies, prayer and food. So we'll definitely grab that when we bank. But we'll see if we can make it like phase 3 in this first attempt without. Sorry if I miss any of your messages, by the way, this just does take a wee bit of concentration. We are looking like a beast. If we do manage it. The ham joint. Absolute animal. Get a few wee shots of this. Thumbnails. Looking good there, like. Didn't have a clue what it. Hold on, what's it doing there? Just running away. Oh, we're okay. I've chugged 4 brews already, or 4 restores. That's not what you want. Oh, wrong prayer. Right, I think I might just go grab the SGS now and then do a full solo because I don't think we're going to make it in this one. And if the SGS, I just don't need to worry about supplies as much. How many have we used? We've used 4 already and we're almost through the first phase. Impressive strength pure. Wonder if we got really good at this, if we could do it on an OB Mauler. Nah, I think the attack levels matter as well as your weapons and all. And if you tried it in an OB Mauler, you'd hit a lot of zeros. Look at how quick it deals with the husks though, that is definitely better than the bludgeon. If you hit 220s. Because this thing attacks faster than the bludgeon. Rip through the 2 husks there. Do phase 2 first, right? We'll have a crack at phase 2 and then we'll bank. I think if we come here with an SGS, this is definitely possible. Because all this damage will be like kind of ticking away. And the prayer point loss as well. Oh, this song's a wee bit annoying. I need to brew again. Yeah. And I'll bring 3 super combats because I am chugging a lot of brews. I didn't think I'd be going through as many. Hey, back, how's the Inferno attempts going? I took a wee break from the Inferno attempts because I want to get 99 range. And I was actually going to do it yesterday at that Serachnis party. We had like a drop party in the Serachnis room. It was funny. She like freezes everybody every couple of seconds so you couldn't run over and pick up the loot. And done a bit of a Serachnis mass, but I forgot to get the 99 range at it. So I'm going to get 99 range and mage, and then I'm going to finish off my Inferno attempts. I think it'll be really good with the Bulwark, but I've not really done many attempts with it yet. Oh, that husks. Oh yeah, he's dead. That's not actually the worst for a fun weapon getting through phase 1. Like, it's pretty quick. If I had full Inquisitor, this thing here would nearly have not quite double the accuracy, but like 1.5. And they're on about adding a crush bonus set effect to full Inquisitor. So later on, after that comes out, and if you get a Varnic Defender, whatever that new defender's called, this here could be a decent setup for the Nightmare. I know that sounds like I'm trolling because it's a ham joint, but being deadly serious, this thing here with full Inquisitor could be pretty good out here. Probably won't be as good as a Scythe, but I don't think it'd be too bad. I can see a message in chat there that hasn't shown up. It's been blocked by the filter, but I can't really read it at the minute. Something about music. It would probably be better to have other music than this here RuneScape one, but I can't open Spotify mid-fight. And that is not changing the song. Trying to change the song and I'm hitting the emotes and all. Alright, we'll try a different track phase. Oh, we already had reggae. We'll go for that. Right, I think we've made it through phase 1. We used, what's that, 4 brews? Yeah, just 4. That's not too bad. I'll need to bring more restores, less brews, and definitely more super combats. And an SGS that is not in the spot. Once I get used to this mouse, this will be so much easier. There we go. phase 1 pretty much complete. You don't use any prayer from now on. You can just flick all the attacks. But phase 2 is going to be a lot harder. That's just a question about Spotify, so we'll approve it. Oh, it didn't let me show it. I think I have to double click. Oh no, it's approved now. You should be able to see his message about Spotify music. I don't know if we should save up here. Yeah, may as well. We'll see how far we can get through phase 2. Oh, he's not dead. Get that ham joint on, hit him a good slap. Job done. Right, we're going to chug a few brews, get through to the second phase, see how far we can get. Please no more use normal weapons. I'll do a normal solo after this if you want, but the ham joint is a solid weapon. If I run out of food, I can just eat it as well, so there's always that. Oh, wrong spot. Where's that one going there? Damn, these kills are long. Even if I wasn't wearing a fun weapon, the Nightmare Zone solos are like 20 minutes, so they're never like fast kills. Even if you have like a scythe, you'll struggle to get it under 19 minutes. Well, maybe if you have a scythe and like full Inquisitor. Whoops, didn't even pray flick there. Completely tanked it. But yeah, with ham joint, I'm expecting this to take one sec. I'm expecting this to take about boys, not paying attention at all. It's really hard to talk and concentrate at the same time. But I think this would probably take about 28 minutes or so. Just slightly slower than a normal solo. Because the ham joint, as much of a troll as it sounds, it's actually a good weapon. Chug, chug, chug. Ah, suspenseful music's getting to me. Should have chucked on my heart rate sensor for this, it would have been funny. See how much I'm panicking. And there it is, first phase. Where's the last pillar? Oh, there. One phase down. Wix Jr. Definitely not Wix. Like, I'm terrible at PVM, so that if I can defeat the Nightmare with a ham joint, that'll be something special. It's possible though. Right, I'm gonna chug a brew. I know I'm pretty close to full everything, but it'll just make it easier for whenever I'm potted. So here we go, the second phase. This here is the hardest phase in the Nightmare. Look at those hits, 28, 25, flat out. Never heard of the ham joint. It looks like a troll weapon. It is a bit of a troll weapon, like it's classified as a fun weapon. In RuneScape it has no stats, but it hits faster than any other melee weapon. So if you had full Inquisitor, it wouldn't be that much of a troll, it would actually do a lot of damage. And it's hitting pretty consistent here. Right, here's the problem. Parasites. Will these out heal the ham joint? I should be standing on the west side here so that they don't come out too fast. Oh, I'm near enough back at full health. So I need to hit more damage than these boys heal in this phase, and that's going to be the question, whether the ham joint can hit enough damage versus what the parasites heal. Whoa, panic. Right, we need to put a tune on. Oh. It's so hard to put music on in the middle of it. I should get a Spotify playlist in the background, but whenever I was doing that Dragon Slayer 2 live on stream, I put on one song from this Spotify playlist called Royalty Free Music for YouTube and Twitch. That was the name of the playlist, and I got 21 copyright strikes for one playlist just playing in the background, which is a bit weird. I think I am definitely out hitting the parasites here. It's going to spawn one just now in a second. There it is. Oh no. Why did it step? It stepped out the wrong way there. I'm surprised at that. But yeah, that was pretty quick. It didn't actually heal up much at all. So you definitely could get through this phase with a ham joint. Why is that music not playing? There we go. I assume the Nightmare does knots in his melee damage. Has not melee defense. Oh wait, sorry. I was trying to read that. She does not have knots. I think she's got like 40 crush defense. She's weak to crush, and this is a crush weapon. So it's not quite knots, but it is pretty low. Gonna chug a few brews here and then pot up for the last time. So we're gonna go to the bank, grab an SGS, and then we should be able to complete a full successful solo. Because I think the only problem here is that I'm running out of supplies already. Not running out of brews though, because I've messed up so much in this and still have loads of brews left. Like, I shouldn't be messing up half this bad. He healed a wee bit there, but he still went down to get a bit of health. Can you put RuneScape music playlists? Oh, that would be a better idea, because it sucks having to click down and put on the next song. Is there no way to click like autoplay or something? Auto, maybe that'll just play through. I don't know if it will, by the way, I'm just hoping it does. Ah, getting slapped every few seconds just by not paying attention. For first attempt though, the ham joint is completely melting. Wrong prayer. Another parasite. Right, we can't drink any more brews because we've no super combats. So we'll just see how long we last, and then we'll go buy ourselves the Zardome and Godsword. Play Barbon. Right, I'll try find that one in the middle of these attacks. Ah, come on, hit the parasite. See what I mean about him walking under? That means the parasite can't heal, so you want to be oh no. You want to be standing on the west side. It just means that the parasite will get a lot less heals on her. Oh, my prayers are switched. Right, we're going to bank now. With the Zardome and Godsword and paying attention, this should be super easy. So one more attempt after a bank and that'll be us good. I meant playing OSR's playlist on YouTube or Spotify. Right, we'll crack on with one of those. Give us 1 second to get this ready. Yeah, that is teleporting. So, RS playlist. There we go, the original full album. All the retro tunes in one place. Let me see the volumes here. I think that's about the right volume. Can you hear me over that music, or is it too loud? I'll turn down a wee bit. If it's too quiet, you can just let me know. I'm gonna head over to G and buy ourselves a Zardome and Godsword. Oh wait, there's two different musics playing at one time. That must sound horrible. 1 sec. There we go. Alright, gotta hit this. No worries. Good night, Wiz. Cheers for tuning in for a wee bit of this here attempt. We'll get it next go. Mission Field Boys, we'll get him next time. It's our Godsword. I'd love to have the full Inquisitor. If they add this crush bonus they're talking about adding, so at the minute it gives a load of crush bonus, but they're on about adding a set effect. And if they add like the set effect to this here, it'll just make the ham joint pretty crazy. So I've got my Zardome Godsword. I need to buy a bit of supplies here. If I had the spaghetti staff, it'd be good for the middle phases as well. But we'll just bail out without it for now. Barbarian. It is in this playlist, I think. Let me see. No, it's not. There's a load of songs, so this thing's like 2 hours long, but it doesn't have that one. Oh, it does actually. It's number 7. Let me see. Show more. Number 7 is 18 minutes in. So there you go. That should be a plane now. A few combat pots and that's us. Big F. Wonder if these lads are watching. Sandfoos. I'll buy a few restores as well. They're just cheaper to use when I don't need a sandfood. I'll gear up out at the bank. Oops. Dragon Medallion. Should we bring a DDS as a spec weapon? Or is that... Nah, that's kind of cheating. Oh, we've got the Zardome and Godsword. I don't know what I'm talking about. We don't need DDS. Sounds good to me. Gotta hit the sack. I think I've read up with all those messages. This attempt, I'm actually going to concentrate a wee bit, so I might miss a few messages, but we'll get this solo out of the way. Can't wait to see if they do add this crush effect. So they're on about buffing Inquisitor. Even though it's only like 30 defense and is already really strong, they want to make it stronger for some reason. Not sure why. So the one thing I was running out of, even though I messed up loads of switches, was restores. So I want like a crazy amount of them. I think that's probably way too many. But I do want much more. So I usually bring 8. And that's an extra 4. We'll go with that. I might go one more just for luck, because we've got the SGS and we don't want to run out of prayer. And then I'll actually have to pay attention though. But I think you probably should be paying attention on this boss anyway. Thank you, it reminds me of playing with my brother back in the day. Get in. The Isle nostalgia feelings of this game's massive for a lot of people. I can remember playing it back in school like 12 or 13 years ago. It's funny that people still play this game despite how old it is. Right, so we're only bringing 9 brews. Is that enough? I'm going to go for one more super combat. Just because we used 2 in the first phase there. Well, on the first half of the fight. I don't think it'll run out of prayer. Food might drain, but I'm hoping to get some good SGS specs. I should be able to heal up with them. Just don't tell him. I'm missing some of these here, but it's grand. We're heading back out. Stop moving around. We actually sweat this. Next nightmare kill out. Oh yeah, stop messing about and actually give it a good go. Yeah, well, we're getting the ham joint nightmare solo. Make sure you all hit the like button. Oh, I'm just reading that from the chat, by the way. I don't know if the like button on a stream does much. 18 likes already. It's pretty crazy considering it's only been live for like 15 minutes or something. Yeah. I'm gonna head down now. This setup. And hopefully successfully solo the nightmare. I think with the SGS it just makes it much easier. Because even if you mess up, you can just heal up every once in a while with the old special attacks. Why am I not streaming on Twitch? I did actually start streaming on Twitch a couple of months ago and I got up to like affiliate and I was going to go for partner. Not sure why I decided to stream on YouTube instead. Because in YouTube you need to watch what you say and all. If you say the wrong thing they'll just demonetize you and all that. Oh yeah, I can remember. Okay, so to get Twitch partnership you need to have 75 coherent viewers for a couple of streams, and this was like 2 months ago when I only had about 5k subs or something, and I was like, oh, I'm never going to get that. But now pretty much every time I go live it be right up close to there, even if I'm doing something silly like this or Inferno attempts. It was up at 119 in Inferno attempts. I should really go back to Twitch, because if you get Twitch partnership you can pretty much print money, because people get that free Amazon Prime. Loads of people have Amazon Prime and they can just give you money without it costing them anything if you get up to Twitch partnership. So originally I was going to do that, but then I decided it'd be too much effort, and I'd much rather making videos than streaming anyway. Streaming's quite hard. You have to keep people engaged, talk to them for a long period of time, and just don't know if it's my cup of tea. Talking to people in general, it's a lot of effort. You know what I'm talking about. I would watch more on Twitch. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a go again, because I have got like 3 times as many subscribers. Ah, I didn't restore. That's okay, I'll restore once in here. Came to send you... Ah, cheers man, thanks for that, Claus. But maybe I'll give the Isle Twitch another crack now that I've got much more viewers. It'll be much easier to get partnership now. And before you have partnership on Twitch you get nothing for streaming for like 50 hours or something. What's your Twitch so we can all go follow you? I think it's just Becked_RS. This is gonna have lunch now. Yeah, I'll grab some lunch after this. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I haven't been on Twitch now in like a month or something, but I'll give it another go soon. Also, can you play music on Twitch? Oh yeah, you could do. It mutes it whenever you go to like pull the clips off it, but that's fine. The first time I streamed on YouTube I got 21 copyright strikes just for playing a playlist on Spotify that was called royalty free music for Spotify and Twitch. Like I actually went out to find one that wouldn't get me strikes and got 21 strikes. So moral of the story is don't trust Spotify. But I could do that on Twitch, no problem. So yeah, I think I will give Twitch another go soon enough. Because I think I'm more confident talking to the microphone than I was when I first started on YouTube, so it wouldn't be as big a problem talking to people for hours, you know? Or just kind of rambling to yourself for hours, depending what way you look at it. But this here, I'm going to miss a few, and I'm actually going to not really read the chat this time. I'm going to miss a few of your messages here while I do this run, because I want to just get through the first phase without using any supplies or something. And then get through the next few. I need to drop a food though. So I can offload these. Oh, there's a nice spec. The second one didn't hit. It's range. That is a really clean start. I've used pretty much no supplies, and she's almost quarter way through the first phase. You do you. Cheers, Jaden. Yeah, I think it's worth trying things out though. Like, I didn't really like Twitch the first time I tried it, but at the same time it's because I was never going to get up to that partnership. I was never going to beat those thresholds a few months ago, but I think I probably could now pretty easily. So yeah, I might give it another go. If you already have a bit of a following, it's much easier on Twitch to get up to partnership. Good luck. Cheers, Kat. Oh, there's the missus in distracting me. You alright? Gonna have lunch. Yeah, I seen your message. Okay. Say hello to everybody.
Hi.
There's Mrs. saying hello. They're over there.
Alright.
They're not saying hello back, they're very rude. No, only messing.
I'm gonna have lunch.
No worries. I'll be down in a wee bit.
Okay, nice.
Oh, panic. Yeah, it's a very good start this time. And I've got way more. Oh, I shouldn't have used my combat pot there. I've got way more supplies this time as well with the SGS. It counts as like 10 brews if it's a long enough fight. And I think this will be quite a long fight. Hello. She just left the room, but cheers. I might do a video with the missus sometime. You were all liking chatting her during the Inferno attempts when I was like concentrating a wee bit. Hey, Mrs. Beck's wife. Cheers, man. Wonder if I'd say a load of you would watch that. Some of you were saying in the chat in the Inferno attempts, oh, you should get her to make videos, better content than yourself. Cheeky eyed ones. Torvesta's sister, you mean, not mine. One of the lads put in the chat there, your sister. It's the old Torvesta meme. I'm sorry if you miss any messages. I am trying to read them and trying to concentrate because I want this one to be the full attempt here straight through to the final phase. First phase just takes a wee bit of time, but you don't take too much damage in it really if you get your prayers right. And you shouldn't use too much supplies if you flick. Wonder what song this is. It's a proper wee tune here. Must put it in a few YouTube videos. The Mint have only got like 3 RS tracks I put in videos, Sea Shanty and a few other ones. This one's a wee blaster here. Whoa. Oh, I hate this mouse. It just keeps clicking across. I'm not used to this new mouse at all yet, but I'll pick it up soon enough. I might switch back to wired. It might just be that like wireless mouse aren't as accurate as wired. Don't know if any of you have the same problem with the wireless mouse. Need to offload a spec here. Oh, 29, not bad. She probably could do the Inferno before you. Yeah, I'd say that's... She doesn't play any computer games actually, but I brought her to Bandos whenever we first started going out, and it was the funniest thing ever. Like, I didn't have a maxed account at the time. Just went out in like a mid-level account. I think we killed it once, and then just both died. It's pretty funny though. She's never really played properly though, just played for the one day. I'd love to get her into this game, it's a pretty cool game. Was that the right prayer? I think it was. I don't think we've messed up our prayer yet this whole phase, which is nice. How it should be done. We've only used 2 brews and we're almost through the first phase. I like mine better than wired. It might just be me, it might just take a while to get used to it. Oh no, no, no. Oof. Like that there on my old mouse, I'd be straight over and be able to click it. But in this, I drag it over and I'm nowhere near, like consistently can't really hit it right. It just flicks. Maybe it's just this new mouse mat. So I bought a new mouse. That is the wrong prayer. I brought a new mouse mat and a new mouse just after those Inferno attempts, because it just kept clicking off for like just about 30 seconds. It says the mouse is disconnected and then it reconnects. But in the Inferno, if you disconnect at the wrong time for 30 seconds, you're just dead. There's not much you can do about it. I'm gonna bring up the full here. Or not, because I want a good heal with the SGS. Oh right, I've already healed the full. Never mind. This is definitely the strangest thing that I've come across in the sub box. Trying to take down the hardest... Is it the hardest boss in the game? I don't think it is. It's one of the hardest. Try and take down a level 814 boss with a ham joint. What else would you be at? You have to keep yourself amused during the lockdown, you know. This actually is a pretty good weapon. If it can deal with the nightmare, the knight's good enough in my books. Just lure her with your... Oh, sorry. Let me just get through this. Just lure her with your promise of weak... I can't really read a full message. I get halfway through it and then she sends out another attack. Unless I can read a full message in like 3 or 4 seconds. It's pretty tricky. I'll read all this here chat messages in a second. Whenever I get a bit of a break. Maybe on the pillars. Pillars are a bit easier. Right, we can unload another SGS back here in a sec. Ah, 0. That's not what I like to see. We'll try flick a bit of prayers and see if some of these potions... Actually, I'll just brew up once and then do that. If this here was Boaty or somebody, he'd be flicking every single attack. Click perfect. No problems at all. Whoa. No. It's just the mouse there. Go to click one across and it's just not going perfect. But that's much cleaner first phase than last time, I think. But also I've brought in less brews than last time. Let's see. 2 more hits and he's gone. Yeah, focus, stop reading these messages. It's so annoying because I know when you stream you have to like interact with people and talk to them, but I also really want to get this kill. Oh, need to keep piping up. So maybe you should just stop reading the messages to make it much easier, because if you're reading stuff you're just messing about really. Go on, hit that 28. One more. There we go, first phase out of the way. How's supplies looking? Not terrible. I think it's definitely still possible with these supplies, because you don't really use that much brews if you don't mess up. And I've brought in like a mountain of restores, maybe too much. Hit. Wonder if we should have brought in like some AoE for these boys, maybe a couple of chins. Attack both of them at the same time. Ooh, I was reading that message and I got slapped. Don't know if we're gonna say all these like words on stream in YouTube. You could on Twitch, which is another reason why I probably should have done it there. But some of the words you're putting in the chat there, I don't know if I can say them in here without it getting like a wee strike for inappropriate behaviour. I'm not going to heal up here, and there's a good reason why. So after you kill all 4 pillars, I probably will have to heal up before the last pillar actually, but after you've dealt with all 4 pillars, there's these wee ghosts that come out, and if you spec them you just get a massive heal in both HP and prayer. But I'm a bit too low for that actually. I'll brew up twice and then we'll sort that out. We'll go 3 times. She'll hit me down a wee bit. And restore and deal with these boys. Come on, hit. Ooh. That was close. Right, here we go. Ah, I was too quick. I took my prayers down instead of keeping them up. What's that? Range? No. Yeah, range. Right, I'm gonna concentrate a wee bit for at least the start of the second phase. Which one haven't I killed? This one. So now he's going to chuck out a wee walker at me. and I'll get a full SGS heal on him. Ooh, that could have killed me if I didn't get that prayer in. It's that mage, and now I need to spec the old boy. So, yes. Look at that heal, plus 30, pretty good. Second phase, so this here's the hardest phase, and I think we're a bit low in brews, but see how we get on. So I want to be in the west side, need to move through him. There we go. I'm telling you, if I had full Inquisitor, this here phase would just be much easier, because the difference in the damage in bandos with this weapon, because it's got not crush bonus, we're in full Inquisitor with this, would probably boost your damage up by an extra 50% or so. Just make you much more accurate. Oh, I didn't even notice I'm switching my prayers. Not paying attention. We'll chug another one brew. And then I'm gonna SGS back in a second here. Right, she's going to chuck out her first parasite at me here. This here is the only problem. Like, if I didn't have parasites to heal her, then I'd be able to like kick her to death pretty much, because you could heal up with the SGS and I could bring in a few other things like Guthans and kill her with pretty much any weapon as long as it could heal up quick enough. But the parasites heal her, so I need to kill them fast enough. Yeah, that one there healed her 0. So if you stand on the west side in the middle, sometimes it'll just run under, and that way there's no heals, so you pretty much skip all of the heals of the parasite. I'll lend you Inquisitor. If you're alright to do that, man, that'll be pretty cool. I don't need the bottoms. I've already borrowed them. But if you could lend me the top and the body, then I'd just destroy her with the ham joint, like. But only if you want to, you don't have to. I think it's possible in my setup, but you need to be click perfect. Oh! Whoops. And I definitely am not click perfect at the moment. Ah! She changed my prayers, and when your prayers are swapped, range is melee defense, and when they switch back, it's here. And she just swapped them back, get hit with melee, and then attacked me a second time with melee, and I put on the wrong prayer. What do you think? Are you good to loan me Inquisitor, or if you don't want it, don't feel obliged, like. I'm gonna grab a glass. Oh no, I've already got a glass of water, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if this boy lend me the armor. If he doesn't want to, we'll go out and try again. I don't think he has this. Ah, I've got it, man. I've done a good few solos, but not while streaming, not while trying to read the chat. Good try, mate. Cheers, man. Oh, I need to get 60k. Some boy told me the other day, you don't need to have 60k on you, you can pay it from your bank. I ran the whole way out there without the money, and then had to run back to the bank to get 60k. You do definitely need the 60k on you. We made it the second phase and then just messed up the switches. That was terrible. Shouldn't have been dying there. Don't feel obliged to lend it, mate. If you want to hold on to it yourself, don't worry about it. I can maybe chuck you some items as collateral, but they wouldn't be anywhere near as expensive as this, so I don't think it's worth it. Not that I wouldn't give it back or anything, just in case I get banned or something. I don't think it could get banned or anything. What's my KC now? Let me have a look here. KC Nightmare. I think it's about 270, I'm gonna guess. 282. Oof. Been cracking these up. Yeah, 282, and I've seen 5 items. The last item I've seen, I think, was on 211 or 213, so I'm actually like 71 dry at the minute. And the last item that I seen was that one. I got scammed on a mace. I'll give you 10 mil to lend it. Oh, you mean extra collateral or something? It wouldn't actually need the set because they don't have the set effect yet. It'd only be the body. And I could chuck 50 mil collat because the helm actually lowers your damage, because this here. Hold on, I grab my helm back. The face guard has 2 extra strength bonus than the Inquisitor, I think. I think I'm right in saying that. I think Inquisitor's +4, and then the not just Jashar. Neat is not face guard is +6, so it's much better. It's an extra max hit pretty much, so just means you do more damage. Gonna ham joint yourself a drop. If I get a drop with the ham joint, that'd just be the funniest thing ever. I'd be laughing at that. Like, I'd love to go to the proper world, you know, the one that all the people are in, and use it there and get a drop. All the boys run about with this scythe, and some lad just shows up with a ham joint. You could do enough damage in full Inquisitor, or like in the full Inquisitor armor with a ham joint to have a good chance. You wouldn't be MVP, but you would be up there in the top few people. So you'd have a bit of a chance of getting an item. They'd be so raging if you rocked up though in a ham joint, done a kill, got lower damage than most of them, and then walk away with like Harmonized Orb or something like that. So last time I had too many restores, not enough brews. I think the combat pots is about right at 4 though. So usually bring in 8. This time I'm just going to bring in 12 maybe? No, let me think. I can't even remember what I brought in last time. I'll bring in 2 more and try that. I think that is actually what I brought in last time, isn't it? We go 1 more. I know it's not as even, doesn't look as good, but I think that'll be a better oil setup. Going for 4 of these. Or do we want 3 of them? We'll go 3. And that is us. Ready to go. Is he replied? I also, yeah, you were there for the mace. That Quirly sucked, like. I couldn't believe how nice we were being to him as well. It's like, oh, come on out. I'll pay for your supplies. Teach you the nightmare. And then he ends up just taking the mace. He had the cheek to say it was free for all as well, even though we talked about it like a kill before, saying it was split. He was the one asking for splits. We're like, yeah, that's fine, we'll split. 516k pies. Yeah, that's a nice collection. I want to get it up over the mill, but they've been pretty slow lately buying. I was like, oh, I'll get a community item. We can all pull together and buy these here pies. They're not summer pies, by the way, they're meat pies, but nobody makes them and nobody sells them in GE, so you can only buy between like 500 and maybe 2,000 or 3,000 of them per day. No matter how many people try to buy them, that's kind of the limit. That's how many goes into the GE a day. So it was a terrible idea. It's a community item that a community can't buy. Just one person can buy them out, which means I can stack them up by myself, which is quite funny. It was sad. He changed his name in game already. Yeah, I think after I put it in the vid, a load of people gave him a bit of cheek about it. Some boy had the nerve to message me being like, oh, he's getting death threats because of you and all this stuff. Like, I didn't tell anybody to say anything to him. I just pointed out that he scammed somebody. If you're going to scam somebody, you know, it's your own fault. It's nobody else's fault if somebody gives you a wee bit of stick about it. Especially somebody who's being really nice to you, you know. I wonder what he did with the money. I would say definitely real world traded it. Why else would he keep it? You know? Maybe he used it for a while at the Nightmare, but he already had max gear. He was out there with the bludgeon and all. He was like pretty much max stats as well. I think he was 125 combat. I'd say he probably sold it. If you're that kind of bad character that you'll scam a load of boys who are helping you out, then you'll most likely do other dodgy stuff as well. That's just me though, I don't know. What do you guys think you would do with it? Cheers for all the likes, boys. 26 already. Pretty cool. I still don't know if they make a difference in live streams, because I think it just shows it to loads of people while it's live, whereas likes on a video make an actual big impact on whether YouTube will share it to people. Yeah, especially if you're that kind of character. Do something like that. Have I forgot anything here now? Brewed up. I didn't combat pot at the bank again, that's the only thing. Sand Casino pot? Yeah, that's probably it. I don't know, some people go to the Sand Casino and lose everything, and then some just completely avoid it. I used to enjoy going there, but I haven't been in a long time. Back, this is the last attempt I can watch before work. No pressure then. If you get it, the kill, you'll donate money. Cheers, man. If I get the kill this time, somebody's gonna donate some money. I hope you mean like RuneScape money. I don't really want in real life money off any use for watching or anything. That's the other thing with Twitch. Everybody who streams on Twitch is like, oh, donate me money, give me some money. Just seems weird, people watching you and paying at the same time. But I suppose that's how TV and all that works as well. Netflix. If you enjoy watching something, you should probably contribute. I don't know, maybe it's just in my head it sounds a wee bit weird. Or maybe it's just some streamers that be like, you know, please donate to me, blah blah blah. But then that is their way of life, or their living, whatever, you know. Assume that, like, oh yeah, I should probably stop reading the chat. Right, this attempt, and properly this time, I'm not going to read the chat until at least phase 2. See how far we get here. Whoa. Ah, that's good. I should hover this. I usually don't, because usually it's okay to flick across, but I should just hover it. Oh, that's not even on the husk. Just because my mouse is a bit dodgy. Well, not dodgy, it's just a new mouse and I've not really got used to the flicks here. Okay, I bet, yeah. If I get it nowhere, if I get the kill this time, we're getting a wee bit of mills or whatever. Good luck, cheers man. This is a terrible effort of not reading the chat. It's just sitting there. Maybe I should move it to the other screen and then I wouldn't be tempted to have a look over at it, you know. Pick up that brew. Right, we need to unload both of these SGS specs here. I don't need to pick up the brew then. Right, here we go. Oh, that's a good one of 45. Second one, no good. That's the wrong thing. I'm joined. That 45 is decent. Healed me up a good bit. So another thing I didn't put in the guide, which I probably should have, of the nightmare, whenever it spawns the husks, the little one is the one that does the most damage, the ranger. The other one barely ever hits you, so whenever husks spawn it's better to have prey range. He does still hit through prey range, but I think it's like reduced damage. So whenever the husks spawn, flick over to prey range unless this big dude's attacking you. Alright, do I want to brew yet? Nah, I don't want to brew yet, I'm just gonna restore. Need to do a bit more prey flicking, keep my supplies up. Oh, this is a strange RuneScape song as well. I would skip it if I could, boys, but you don't get enough time in between attacks here. Ooh. We're good. Quarter way through the first phase, and I'm going to keep trying to hover this here melee one so they don't get slapped by it. It's where we took all the damage in the last one. I never really have any problems dodging the black holes or anything. It's always the melee attacks. You don't get much time to react to them. There's husks coming out again. So you notice there he hit me a 7. So he does still hit through prayer. Maybe it's just he's always going to hit you regardless or something, I don't know. Using our first brew. Sorry if I'm not talking or anything, just trying to concentrate on this. It's so strange streaming a game if you're not like constantly talking over it. I don't know, maybe it's just boring to watch, or if I'm watching it, I'd rather somebody constantly talk, or at least try to interact with the chat. But when you're fighting the nightmare, if you're not like paying attention for a couple of seconds, you just get a wee bit completely destroyed really. There's a better tune. So if I get this successful, I just need the solar with flowers next, and that's job done then. I can't even tell if this is a better start than last time. I think it is. Pretty good on supplies. Got there in time. Definitely need to try this with a heart rate sensor on, because it's definitely pumping quicker than normal. So whenever I done the Inferno attempts, I hooked up my watch, so it would like sync with my phone, and then I could see my heart rate on the phone. And then found this like little app that kind of mirrors what's displayed on your phone. I think it's what people use if they're like streaming mobile games or whatever. And then just cut the heart rate from there, put it in the computer and put it in the Inferno stream. Then you could see my heart rate while I was playing RuneScape. It's quite funny. Didn't move too much in the Inferno stream, apart from when the missus brought up some food though. I think with the Inferno, if you're not chilled out, you just get a bit, you panic and you die. It's the same with fire capes actually, if you don't relax on Jad and just take it easy, because you do have a lot of time to react on fire capes on Jad. That's when you make the mistakes and die, like, if you're not chilled out. Yeah, this one seems much better. We're almost through the first phase and we've used nearly no supplies. This Ardum and Godsword definitely makes a big difference. I could save loads of prayer, but then I have like brought in way too many prayer pots. Don't worry about it too much. Just the melee attacks get me. So the melee attacks are a wee bit quicker than the range and mage. I think you get like 4 ticks to react to that one. Whereas the melee, it must only be 2. It seems so fast whenever it comes out. We'll drink our second brew here. That was quick. Do you want another one? Yeah, may as well. I'll brew up the whole way and then restore once. Then I'll drink a strength pot again. Right, we're good. 75% of the way through the first phase. I will try reserve prayer, just even though I've brought in like a load of brews, or a load of restores, sorry. I'll just try reserve it a wee bit anyway, because it's a waste to use it when I'm not in need. But if need be, you can just drop Piety, and you can just use the SGS for prayer. And you can just chill out, putting your attacks on and off. So you actually have unlimited prayer in here with the SGS if you just, you know, flick all the time. Speaking of the SGS, should send one of those in. Hit. Oh, the wee one's not dead. So first husk you want to kill is definitely the smaller one. He attacks with range, he's really accurate. This wee dude barely ever hits any of the melee one. He's a melee monster, right? And he's only got 1 attack and strength. But for some reason, and I've never seen this in any other monster, for some reason the melee husk can hit higher. He can hit like 10s even though he's 1 attack and strength. Oh, we really need to drink some pots here. There we go. Keep our prayer down. Not waste time. Yeah, I've never seen that in any other monster in RuneScape where they can have 1 attack and strength. You can check this in the wiki now. The melee husk, 1 attack and strength, yet his max hit is like 10s or something. Whereas the range one's just really strong. I think it's just he's got strength bonus, if you know, he's got gear as opposed to stats, which is really weird. Maybe there is other monsters, I just haven't seen it before. How it goes? Yeah, it's going good. Sorry, not been reading the chat at all, just been concentrating this go. We're almost through the first phase and we're doing really good in supplies this run. Only used like 2 brews. Actually, I think we're going to be through this phase now in a second here. Because the pillars are easy, you can drop Piety and not need to worry about prayer or anything. Whoops, wrong prayer. It's okay, we got on time. There's the melee. Oh, 2 in a row, come on man. Right, there we go, we're through phase 1. See, this here is where the difference in the spaghetti staff would come in. If I had the spaghetti staff, I'd go straight up to 100 health, or 99 health, just attacking these pillars. But because I couldn't afford the spaghetti staff, I'm gonna take a wee bit of damage here instead of healing up. The opposite. This is a good run, keep it up. Yeah, we'll see how we get on here. Oh, there's the first pillar down. Wonder if you can SGS the pillars. Oh no, I need to save an SGS spec for the wee walker, because it gives you loads and loads of health. It always registers a max hit, so we'll definitely save that for them. Husks. I love when it just hits 20s in them husks. It's actually better than the bludgeon for dealing with husks. If you hit 2 20s, no, oof, that was scary. I'm going to brew up. I know that it could heal loads with the SGS whenever these boys come out, but I don't think it's worth dying here. Especially not when I've got so much supplies. I think this could be the one, as long as I don't mess up in the second phase, because the first phase and the third phase are quite easy. The second phase is the one that does the most damage to you. Husks again. Oh, I was casting a load of magic spells there with my wrong ammo on. Ah, the husk hit me 14. Rip. Right, Mage again. Final pillar. So now I'll be able to heal up load anyway on this dude. Here we go, boys, the hardest phase coming in. Joint, no Sangrelini. No, I couldn't afford the Sangrelini after getting these legs. Couldn't even afford the legs. Some of the lads lent me a bit of money to get them in. But the Sangrelini was 119 mil when I checked it there this morning. And I only had like 50 mil of my own and about 40 mil of the boys who lent me a wee bit of money. So I couldn't get the Sangrelini in. Colin Meese. If we get through, you never know. Oh, I was standing at the wrong side for the first para. He's going to heal him up pretty much full health. Supposed to be standing on the west side there. That sucks. Yeah, the whole way up, full health. That was a waste of a good few attacks. We could actually get unlucky in some of these phases. Oh, this is swapped. Right, need to concentrate here. But yeah, if I stand on the west side, should be okay. Because he'll run in under him, get a few extra free attacks in. And with this thing here, it is a good few attacks because it's so like fast, you know. Need to unload a SGS here. Oh, that's not a spec. SGS on slash, yeah it is. Right, we'll deal a bit with this parasite a bit quicker. Oh, the mace. Oh, it'd be so funny if we got a mace with the ham joint. He got one off, I think. Yeah, one's not too bad. If each one only gets one off, I'll be happy enough. You should DDS spec the parasites. I tried that, you know, and I've seen some people doing it, but it's so inconsistent, that is per swapped. Because you need to time it perfect. I think it's every 8 attacks. After like 8 attacks with the bludgeon, with this thing it'll be quicker. I need to work out how many attacks it is with this thing, because it's a different speed than the bludgeon. But DDS back in the wee dudes seemed counterproductive than using just a bludgeon to kill them. In normal solos, that is. It will usually spec them out, but 1 or 2 hits with the bludgeon will always do that. And if you stand on the west side, they walk in under anyway, so you get 1 or 2 hits. So it doesn't change how much she'll get healed using the DDS. It just means you need to perfectly time it. Turning on. Oh, I need to be ready for these boys coming out. Oh, it's going to get a couple of heals on her, I think. Ah, there we go. So if you stand behind it as well, it can push it in under for extra, which is good. We'll need to chug a few brews here. Restores. Right, here we go. Oh, wrong prayer. It's only 6, that's not too bad. So if we can somehow get through this phase, I'll just need to concentrate for whenever the old boys come out, these here wee dudes. If we can kill them quick enough, then they won't heal her up and we'll be able to get through it. So with the bludgeon it's 8 attacks later, with this wee thing it should be about 12. So just need to time 12 attacks. I should even count it out next go. There he is. That's no good. If I move out here he might walk back under. Ah, it's too quick, kill him too fast. Yeah, if this boy walks on top of him, it'll make the parasite move again. So it's probably worth moving around behind him. Is this a viable strat? It isn't in my gear, but if you were in full Inquisitor, even in full Inquisitor, I wouldn't say it's viable at the minute, but they're on about adding a crush set effect Inquisitor, and then I think it actually will be up there with the top weapons in the game. At the minute, no it's not. This here's a bit of a meme, like, I don't think the ham joint is the best crush weapon in the game. But it's the quickest hitting one in the game, so there is that. Which means it's not terrible. Right, so need to be ready for him this time. And I hate the way you have to right click. He like starts in under him, so you need to right click and get him. Oh, that's clean though. No. Yeah, he got no heals. 0 heals off. That's what you want every go. Right, I'm going to chug a few brews. Oh no, I'm not. I've got a SGS back here. Ah, 0. Right, I'm going to chug a few brews. My prayers are swapped. One more will do. Oh, forgot my prayers were switched. Sorry I can't read these messages, boys. I'll read them as soon as I finish this here. Or maybe whenever I get to the second phase. So I think am I parasited yet? No, I don't think I am. Here's the parasite coming. So 12 attacks from now. She's gonna whack me again. So next time parasite comes out, I need to right click it, attack it straight away. Here it comes. Now it should walk in under. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that one only got 1 heal. Oh, tanked an alley hit. Get in. What's that? Your food is definitely cold. Oh yeah, the Mickens of food. I don't know if it's like sandwiches or what it is, but yeah, it probably would be cold by now. It's worth it though. We're gonna get this kill in. Melee. So annoying when the prayer switch, trying to work out which one's which. Oh, that's not even a spec. Oh, hit her with the SGS. Ruined attempt. We'll have to restart, boys. That's cheating. Hitting her slap with the SGS. It wasn't a spec. Halfway through the second phase. This is the furthest we've made it. And I think we've still got enough supplies to get us there. Provided we don't get like completely wrecked by one of these wee parasites. If a parasite gets in an annoying position where it heals her like 4 or 5 times, we could be in trouble. There it is. Right click. I've got 1 heal, 2 heals. That's quite annoying, but that's not the worst actually. Yeah, that there step under strat's definitely really good for dealing with the parasites, especially in solos, because the second phase is so annoying. In a 5-man, you kill her fast enough that the parasites aren't too annoying. You can just kill them when they come out, and they'll not heal her too much because her health will go down so much in between. Oh, wasn't sure if my prayers were switched there. I wasn't paying attention. Just kind of guessed last minute. Get up there. Down well past halfway now. This could be it. If we get through this phase, I'm very confident we can finish it off, because you don't really need that much food or prayer for the last phase. So it's just this phase that we're going to use supplies on. So as long as we can get through this, we're alright. Right, here it comes, getting ready to right click on it. Ah, that was clean, got it quick. Is it going to get a heal off though? It didn't. 0 heals, that's what we want. But now the thing's in here, need him to move out a wee bit. There we go. 1 more like that without the parasite. I'm actually going to heal up here just so we don't mess up. I probably could have saved a load of supplies there, just be waiting for SGS specs, but not risking dying when we're this far into the kill. Right, so my prayers are swapped. I've got an SGS spec ready. I'm going to save it till she hits a wee bit more, just to save on bruise. I think I'm okay for restores. Right. What's that prayer? As long as these next 2 parasites don't get like 4 or 5 hits on her, 4 or 5 heals, we should be okay. This one's about to come out now. There it is. Attack, attack, attack. Come on, hit. Hit something big. No! Yeah, we're good. That one got 0 again. So that's perfect. There's my prayer swapped. Get an SGS back in. Well, I think that was a good one. I didn't see what actually hit there. I wasn't paying attention enough, but... So did he kill it yet? Not quite. This is the second phase though, and it's down to 300 health. So once we get through this phase, I think we're going to be okay. basically just mean this last 200 health. If we can get past this, we should be okay with the pillars as well. I don't know if we've got lucky with parasites or if this here wee strat of having them walk under is just working really well. Ah no, will that walk in? Yeah, it will. Nice. That one did get 2 heals off, I think. Come on, walk out for me. What? Hold on, we grew up a wee bit. I need her to walk out here or I'm in trouble. Come on, walk out. That is not what I want there. I completely messing up the last few seconds of the phase. It was looking so promising, lads, I'm not sure anymore. I'm going to use these, just, I know I'm not full attacking strength here, and you need to be full actually on this phase. I'm going to use 2 of them, it's not ideal, but has to be done. Just 270 health, come on, hit. Right, I'm getting ready for this parasite. I think I got 2 in on her. Yeah, 300. So if I get a good few hits now, 36 damage. I've got an SGS back, I'll send that. Oh yes, 48. Nice. Oh, my prayer swapped, yeah. Panicking so hard. I would love to do this with a heart rate sensor on the screen, it'd be brilliant. It's bound to be up over 100 by now. 200 health, come on, hit. She's just turned into the absolute most tankiest boss in the game at the minute. Like, how is the ham joint not hitting? One of the strongest weapons in the game. Oh, I didn't know she hadn't swapped my prayers there. 162 health. I am going to chug another brewery. I know I really shouldn't, but we're not messing this up now. 91 HP. Here comes the parasite. Go on, hit. Oh man, it's healing her so much. 100 something health again. 69. Whoop. Oh, my prayers were swapped. I'm just panicking now really. I had it going so good the start of this phase. 38 health, come on, hit. So close. 7 health. Go on, one more hit. There it is. Through to the final phase. Well, pillars and then final phase. Pillars are pretty easy, apart from there will be a few more parasites to deal with. But yeah, I'll just deal with the parasites as soon as they come out. I'll maybe SGS spec them. And I shouldn't use any prayer because Pitey's down now, so I can just flick prayers off and on. Oh, there's a parasite. Ah! I was scuffed. I'm gonna save him a spec for the dude at the end. Why did you hit me? Oh, my prayers are swapped. I think it's so close yet so far, this one, boys. I've messed up so much at the very end of the phase too. We're doing so well at the start of it. At least we'll make it to the final phase here. Almost, yeah. I should have had it. I just panicked so much at the end there thinking it was close. If I had just chilled out, I wouldn't have took all those hits. I need to reserve prayer here. Oh no! See again, just panicking. There's even a wee dude out there and I'm not ready to attack him. What's that mage? I'm gonna have to chug these last brews. It's range. Oh, I've got range power up. It's range as well. That is annoying, boys. We were so close. So did I miss the release of the ham joint? The ham joint is the new most powerful weapon in the game. We almost took down the nightmare with it. Except we're missing every single prayer here. Ah, come on. Sorry lads, that was an atrocious attempt. Oh, I'm gonna die. No! Just had to chug that. We didn't even make it through the second phase. That is so annoying. That was a good effort though. Focus, yeah, focus. That's the only thing was missing there. At the very end of the second phase, I had like half of my supplies left too, which means it's definitely possible to solo the nightmare with a ham joint. But I don't know what happened there. I let myself down, I let you down. I'm only joking. It's just a game, but yeah, we were so close there. Hi. Straight back out. We're going to do one more attempt here. It's going to be a successful one. I'd love to have the full Inquisitor. That would just make this pretty easy. 1.5 extra damage. Think about how quicker you get through that second phase. Back, no. Oh no man, it was so close. I'll grab a thing here. No. The chat must be like a minute behind, because I'm just seeing all the no's come in now. Feels bad man. Yeah, it definitely does. So close. Safe. I should have just saved up. How was it doing? I might actually look at the clip. Oh, I didn't clip it. Oh, this isn't Twitch. You can't even clip it. I am recording. I'd near end the recording. Check how I was doing on supplies to see what I need to bring. If I brought too many super restores, not enough combat pots, or yeah, well, I think I can stop the recording without stopping the stream. Stop recording, start recording. Yeah, okay, so now the clip should save. And I'll be able to see exactly how much supplies I had left when I died. I'll show you as well so you can see where we're at. And then we'll see what we need to bring out next go. Oops. This is the clip now. Oh wait, that's me on the way back. Oh, that's the clip that's just started. One sec. So the previous clip here. I'll move it over to the side and I'll have a look. When we died, we had... Oh, I was looking at my prayers. You can't see. Oh yeah, okay. So we had 4, 5 super restores. But it's actually a wee bit before that because I messed up there at the end and chugged loads of them. I had loads of Sanfu, so I had enough Sanfu, which is good. I had... yeah, 4 sips of super combat. And that there's because I chugged way too many restores there. So it's fine in combat. I think actually what I brought last time is about perfect. Should have been fine. Yeah. We'll go for the exact same supplies then. You can borrow my name. Cheers, man. That was a big fail there. We're gonna get it this time. Ham joint solo. Do you think I should just do 1 kill? Solo's better, isn't it? I was thinking about doing 1 kill in the normal world, see if we get a big item. If we got a big item in the normal world, people would just lose their shit. They'd be going so mad if you're just sitting there in a ham joint. They're sitting there in scythes, bludgeons, max gear. Then you snag like an orb or something. Was a good attempt. Cheers, B. It was close, because that last phase is really easy. You don't use much food on it. You do use a couple throughout the fight, but your SGS heals you a wee bit. And you can flick your prayers so you don't use that much. The middle phase is definitely by far the hardest. Can't wait till I get a couple more drops so I can afford full Inquisitor. And I can just rock the ham joint in all its glory. Might chug another one of these. And this time I'm going to pre-pot with the strength potion. I kept forgetting to do that. But if I pre-pot with that, it means I can bring... well, I can just use less of these while I'm out. Right, so I've got that. Many charges. I need to check to make sure my trident's not running out. So I need 5 of these, wasn't it? And then 5 of these. Oh no, I don't think it was 5, was it? I think it was 1 less, but I'm just going to go with that anyway. 3 of these, I'm already brewed up once. And that is us. What am I going to need though? Is the fight going to be longer, or am I going to mess up prayers and need more brews? Yeah, I'm going to say a brew. I know I shouldn't need it, but I'm a big noob, I'll probably misclick once or twice, so we're going for the extra brew. In case we lose focus, or do you know what it was getting me there? I was concentrating so hard on the power sites that it was missing whenever she changes my prayers. Quick reminder to stay hydrated, boys. Drink some water. But yeah, I think this time just need to concentrate on those prayer switches and I'll be fine. Oh, cough. Coronavirus. I'm only joking, by the way. It's funny, just be saying that once, I bet you this here gets, like, what do you call it, striked on YouTube. You're not allowed to talk about it in case you spread misinformation. So even making that one joke could get you, like, demonetized or whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine then. Blackjack and thieving. Sorry if I missed any messages in the group chat as well. I've been reading these ones. I probably missed loads of these as well, actually. Let me see what you said here. Is this viable? To time perfect DDS spec, you wait 3 nightmare attacks after he impregnates you. I was timing it with the bludgeon and trying to count to 8. Counting to 3 of his attacks would be a better idea because he hits much slower than the bludgeon does. And this thing, count to 12 like with this thing because it's so fast would just be a mess trying to do that every single time. But 3 nightmare attacks sounds a bit easier to calculate. So what is the ham joint? The ham joint is the fastest hitting melee weapon in the game, along with the swift blade and the event RPG. Those 3 items attack in 1.8 seconds. Every other melee weapon after that is a bit slower, like a whip or rapier, scythe, anything like that is much slower than this boy, but it doesn't have great stats, it just has speed going for it. Right, do you want to chill out a wee bit before we go in? Nah, because then my stats will go down. Just need to go straight for it. Food is definitely cold, yeah, I've already read that one. So did it get kill yet? No, almost. The run, boys. Did I miss the release of the ham joint as a new item? I think this came out with a clue scroll expansion. And then another version of it, which is a swift blade, is a slash or stab weapon. Came out a wee bit later. They're like 0 stat weapons that attack faster than normal. That was a good attempt. I've read that one. Did you discover the joint method? Yeah, I did. Well, I just noticed it was a crush weapon and she's weak to crush. And then I noticed that Inquisitor's armor, this isn't actually the full ham joint method. If you had full Inquisitor, that'd give you so much more crush bonus. I think it'd give me an extra 20. So I'd be sitting up on 89 crush, 59 strength, which doesn't sound like a lot. But when you take into the factor that this here is like, what is it, 25% quicker hitting than a whip or than a rapier or whatever. What's the best in bludgeon? Bludgeon's the best in slot at the minute here. This thing hits 25% quicker. So even if it's 25% less, like damage per hit, it would still be the same damage as a bludgeon. So this isn't actually that far off the bludgeon. And it might be better than the bludgeon with full Inquisitor once they add this update in. I don't know if they're actually adding this like set effect to the Inquisitor. They said they might do it because people were saying this here's one of the best boss in the game, but the armor's really like underpowered. But the armor's also 30 defense, so I don't think they need to add much more to it, or it'll kind of make it a bit too overpowered. But a set crush effect will be pretty cool, especially for this weapon. Just completely destroy. So second phase need to be in the west side. Don't really need to worry about anything first phase. Maybe just reserve prayer a wee bit. And make sure to send these SGS specs early. I'll send them now actually, just to get them replenishing, you know. It's a very, very clean start. Ah, I missed that. It changes weapons so fast because it's like, what would you call it, faster tick than what you're used to. If you're usually changing from a bludgeon to a spec weapon, to an SGS or something, it takes a bit longer to change, so it's hitting spec too quick. We're away through the first phase almost. 2 more hits. And we've used 0 supplies, which is what I like to see. Ooh. Yeah, I need to concentrate a wee bit in this. I think I can chill out in the first phase, but you actually can't chill out in any phases in here. I'll try reserve prayer a lot in this phase, because second phase I want to just keep the prayer up full time in case I mess up. There's a lot of times in the first phase where you can actually like cool off, you can have your prayers down for a long period of time. These black holes you don't need to pray against, and whenever she pulls out this green box, if you put your prayer down before she does that, like after an attack, you actually get about maybe 10 or so seconds where it's not doing anything. Even there, it's probably like 3 or 4 or more. That's quite a while between attacks. So a lot of the prayer usage at Nightmare can be reduced. I suppose everybody kind of knows that though. If you're really good at prayer flicking, like Boaty or somebody, you can do this with no prayer. You just have to click like a madman. Should be going for the wee one first. That was quick though. Alright, I'm going to use my first brew here. I think that's pretty good. Almost halfway through the first phase. Not even used a brew yet. Well, half of one anyway. Wonder if I clicked record again. Be so annoyed if I'd done a full Nightmare solo with the ham joint and didn't record it to make a video. I think people would love to see Nightmare solo with the ham joint. It's such a weird weapon, like. Hardest boss in the game, I'm just slapping him with my meat. Literally. I'm gonna drop this SGS back in. You have to delay between changing, otherwise it doesn't let you spec. I'm due a melee attack. She hasn't used melee in a while. And I think how the melee attack works, it's like it's random in between a certain amount of time, but if she hasn't used it in about 20 attacks or something, I think she has to use it, because I've done like a couple hundred kills and I've never seen a kill. I need to pick up that bird. It's going to disappear. Oh, it's going to disappear anyway because I can't run out there now. Oh, this is a bad mistake, boys. That's going to vanish, isn't it? I might just run for it. I'm going to take a bit of damage here, but I have to. Oh no, it's okay. That phase, if you run outside the box, you get hit constantly for 5s and 6s. So I was thinking to get wrecked there. I'm going to overbrew here and then restore up and pot again. Just means my combat pots will last a wee bit longer if I'm over the max. This is definitely the best first phase we've had. She's nearly like 75% of the way through and we've used almost nothing. No! Just don't have long enough to attack. I knew it was coming too because she had not used that for nearly the full first phase. She maybe got one in there, but she hadn't used it in a long time. So I think with the melee attack, she can use it between 1 and 20 or something, but if she hasn't used it by the 20 attack, it's just gonna come regardless. I'm not sure on that, but I know it's something like that. Otherwise, because it's so like infrequent, you'd think with doing 200 plus kills you'd see one kill where there's no melee attacks, but I've tanked for most of my kills and there's always melee attacks regardless. So it has to be some kind of code where it has to trigger, even if it's set to be, you know, completely random. It has to go off after a certain amount or time or something. Handjoint can possibly match Inquisitor. Inquisitor's mace, let me think. No, it'll never match the Inquisitor's mace, but I don't think it should. It's a one attack weapon. There is situations where I think the ham joint could deal more damage used in other equivalents. So this thing's 1 attack to use. So say you have a 60 attack pure versus an account that has, instead of those 60 attack levels, it has like an extra 59 strength levels. This could make a build really weird, or make an account really weird, because you could deal so much damage. You'd need to be like low attack, maybe 1 to 10 attack or 1 to 15 attack, 30 defense to wear full Inquisitor's armor for the real high crush bonus, and then like 99 strength, and then this would deal higher damage than anybody else in your combat bracket. So there is kind of uses to it where it could just rip people to pieces, but I think comparing it to a 75 attack weapon, probably not. Is this the second phase? It is. No, it's not. It's still the first one. Here's me panicking, running across thinking, what do you call them, are going to be coming at me soon. We use loads of supplies there at the end. Have I just been hitting constant zeros, or just been paying attention to attacks rather than my own? Yeah, we're nearly through the first phase. Must have slowed down there because it wasn't hitting much at all. There's a couple of constant 30s, those nice. If they add the set effect Inquisitors, it will be interesting to see how strong this thing gets. Although saying that, the set effect will obviously make the mace and all other crush weapons stronger as well. But it could just make this very accurate if there's a... Ah, double clicked it. Great. Rip. 2 in a row. I wonder if we should SGS. Yeah, I'll SGS. See how much heal we get. It's not too bad. I'm gonna have to chug a brew here. Yeah, we'll chug one more brew, finish off the wave. Drop my piety, at least now I've got time to chill out, not using much prayer with piety down. I'm gonna chug a full brew. Ah, we've no restores for the end for the Sleepwalkers, we've no SGS back. So is this is the best worst weapon? This is definitely the best worst weapon, if that makes sense. There's nothing anywhere close to it at low attack levels, you know, for strength. Like, it would just be pretty crazy, you know, Obi Mauler. But if Obi Mauler's now got 60 defense, then it gives them crazy accuracy as well because of the crush bonus. No! Such a good start here, and now I'm just getting scuffed by silly things. Gonna chug another brew, and hopefully we're okay in the second wave. It's not looking good, boys. And it's not that the method's bad or anything, it's just me missing my clicks with a stupid mouse. So for any of you who haven't seen the start of this stream, I got a new mouse the other day because mine kept disconnecting while I was doing Inferno attempts. It'd just randomly turn off for like 15-20 seconds and then it'd turn back on, which is fine in most cases, you know, it's only a couple of seconds, but in Inferno attempt it's just really annoying. So I got this new wireless mouse and it's just scuffing me up a wee bit with my clicks. Just taking a wee bit to get used to. Focus, focus. Yeah, I'll try to focus. Even if I have perfect focus though, I think I'll still miss the odd attack with just moving the mouse, just not being used to where it'll end. You don't think about it, but if the like speed of your mouse changes at all, it really messes you up like. Just for things like this where your clicks need to be near perfect. At least if this pillar's a wee bit slower, I might actually wait. Nah, she'll be dealing damage over time. I was thinking if I wait for an extra attack here, an extra SGS back on the wee ghosts, be good for prayer and heals. No! Nah, I'll just finish it off. Oh, that dude's still alive. No, 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 no. Die, 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 die. Oh, this is not good. If this wee dude gets to the center, I'm dead. I think I can hit him with mage, can I? Yeah, I was lucky. You can't move whenever the husks are on you, and if that dude gets to the center, you're dead. Just instantly. Nothing you can do about it. Right, we want to be in the west side and we want to lure her a wee bit. Hey, you ain't hitting me. Might as well brew again because I need a Sanfu now. Right. So this here's the hardest phase. If we can make it through this one, we're good like. This here's going to heal her up to full, which is fine. And then we just need to concentrate after that. Alright, here we go. Second phase of the nightmare. 2000 HP. Just need to concentrate here for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Oh, prayer's changed. And that's what was wrecking me last time. The prayer's changing, so I need to get that right. I need to launch in an SGS spec soon as well. I'm going to wait till my prayer switch back, then SGS spec. And that way I won't mess up flicking across from it, you know. There's my prayers back to normal. I need to unload an SGS spec. There's me infected. Right, so this coming out and I'm hoping it'll walk in here. It did if it was over against the wall, but I'm not 100% sure when I'm like here. Gonna wait for it. Nah. Step over there, well, yeah, that only got one off, so that's not too bad. Buy him a mouse. This is a brand new mouse, it should be good, like, it's just I'm not used to. My old mouse was wired, I don't know if that makes a difference compared to wireless. And this thing here is 4800 DPI or something, my old one was 2400. I don't know if I have it in the max setting though, the max speed, but even on the normal one, it's just a wee bit different. I also got a mouse mat as well. I don't know if that changes the clicks or anything. I'm sure it's just the kind of thing you have to get used to over time. Need to launch in an SGS spec here. And actually won't SGS yet till after this here Parasite comes out. Go on, right click. Hit. Much to that heal, I wasn't even paying attention. Right, we definitely need to get this SGS. There's my prayer switched. It's nice when it changes to the prayer you need. Ah. Chugging a full brew here. 4 left for half a phase. Could be done, I suppose. Drink another Sanfei and a combat pot. As long as I get a couple of these boys not healing too much, it should be possible. There he is. Oh no, I'm gonna get hit. Couldn't do much there. I need to kill the parasites as quickly as possible. I need to chug another brew. This is not looking good. I think the last attempt probably looked better than this, because the last attempt had so much supplies until like the last 200 health or so. Need to pot. There we go. This is a weird RuneScape song. I don't know if any of you can hear it actually. Yeah, you should be able to hear it. The noise should be right, but it's just really strange. There's another parasite coming. So there's the third attack. The boy says he'll pop out after the third. Nah, it's like halfway through the fourth attack. Comes out. Ah, perfect. No heals at all. That's what you want there. If you get 0 heals, don't need to worry about the parasites. The west side is definitely where to be at for parasites. That's perfect. There's prayer swapped. I've got an SGS spec. I'm going to send that in. Almost halfway through the second phase. And I think we are okay in supplies, unless we mess up again near the end or something. But we've got enough to get us through. Buddy, what's going on here? We're trying to take down the hardest boss in the game with a weapon with 0 stats. And it's going... I don't know, what would you say? Don't know if it's going good, but it's definitely going like. We've got her through to almost finishing the second phase last time. Actually, we got through the second phase to the pillars, which is pretty good like. Oh no, that's got 1 health left. I shouldn't have got a heal off there. I thought it was dead. Got one heal in. But yeah, pretty much what we're trying to do here is take down one of the hardest bosses in the game with the weakest weapon in the game, because it has no stats. It's not actually the weakest, but it's supposed to be one of the weakest. I'm gonna have to chug a brew. Armor prayer swapped. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chug a brew. Shouldn't have got hit there, just wasn't paying attention. You'd have to concentrate so hard to do this, because like a 30-minute fight, you need to have no mistakes. It's that kind of demanding. I'd say this is harder than the Inferno, because the Inferno you can chill out and take a break. There's nowhere to hide behind here. There's nowhere you can chill out. You have to concentrate 100% for like 30 minutes. I'll read this lockdown message now in a second. One sec. Actually, I won't. I'll read it after this phase. Shut up and focus. Yeah, cheers, man. That's what I should be doing. We are halfway through the second phase. We're pretty... Oh, no. No, I can't even run in under there. I'll get hit. He's going to heal this boy a wee bit now, I think. Maybe not, actually. Still under there. Go on, hit. Hit again. Yeah, nice. He got no heals. I thought he was going to there. The problem with the him running under thing is, if he uses that black hole attack, then it kind of wrecks me a wee bit. Where's that one? Yeah, there. I'm gonna chug another brew. I know I'm getting low on them, but I'm getting very low actually. I don't know if it's possible this run. I need at least one brew for the final phase, because even if I do get through this, final phase is still gonna take a while. Unless I get some insane SGS specs, then it could be okay. I might save up all my specs. Is there any point in doing that? Nah. Can you bring in purple sweets here? Because I could just step under, chug a few purple sweets. Is that a bit overkill maybe? Another perfect parasite one. If I don't get this today, I will somehow get full Inquisitor for tomorrow. See if some of the boys will pick me up. Or maybe just do a load of Nightmare and try to get a drop. But if I get full Inquisitor, this would be so easy. Because at the minute the only problem is I'm using too much supplies in this middle phase. And because these parasites are coming out. But if I could speed this middle phase up by having full Inquisitor, then I'd definitely be able to take this down with the ham joint. Need to chug another brew. And I suppose I get SGS back here. Yeah, I'm gonna chug a brew. We can't make it this go. We'll see how far we get, but this sucks. I don't think we definitely don't have enough food to get us through. I think Inquisitor might be needed. Or an Arvonic Defender. That would boost me attack as well. Come on, hit. Got one heal off. One's not too bad. 400 health left. Don't talk about the most traumatic experience. Yeah, that sucked. Sorry, shouldn't have been reading there. I could hit a 15, just be reading the chat for literally about 2 seconds, and then the prayer swapped. It's not looking good, boys. To be honest with you, I don't think we're getting it this go. I don't even think we're making it as far as the last attempt. No, we're not, because I'm messing up prayers and everything. We had a dream, boys, but I don't think it's gonna happen this go. I will get the full Inquisitor. Oh, no! Hold on, we'll get through this. We'll make it to the Oaks anyway. Big SGS back, come on. 0, perfect. 9 HP, should I just leave to make it quicker to come back, or should I just let her kill me? I think I should just leave. Yeah. How long actually? We've got this one away. Yeah, she didn't see that one coming. SGS back now. No, it's down to 10 health. Oh yeah, I think the chat's like 30 seconds behind, which is a bit weird. It shouldn't be. I've not set any delays, but I think it's just the way streaming on YouTube works. Pray harder. Yeah, I should have been praying a bit more. I think to make this, it's definitely possible in my gear. If we had perfect switches, we'd definitely make it. But I think to make it easier, Inquisitor's just going to have to be got. Even just the top would have us there. Trying to think if there's anything else I could bring. Spaghetti staff would be good to heal up middle phases. Keep the dream alive. Pray harder. I wonder if we can afford... Is there anything in here I can sell to get the spaghetti staff? Sell my krills. I've only got 50. What did I buy? Oh, I bought an SGS. Yeah. No, we're not even close to the spaghetti staff. Right, my lunch is going to be getting cold, so I'm going to take a break here. I am going to attempt it again today in this gear. I'll just read these messages. One sec, lads. Hey, back. Nice attempts. Been good watching. I just got the last skill requirement from a Rune Dragon. Oh, for like Dragon Slayer 2. That's nice. 69 Slayer. So do you both want to do MM2? I've already done Dragon Slayer 2 in mine, but I'd be up for doing MM2. Let me see how far off. I think I need to do something with a hot air balloon. But yeah, if you want to do MM2 with me, I'm definitely up for that, because I've just been putting it off for a long time. Yeah, I have everything apart from unlocking some weird gnome route. Someone loan this guy the rest of the Inquisitor. I don't even need the rest, it's just the body, and I've got like 50 mil collateral, but I think I'll just leave it, have my lunch, and then I'll come back and we'll do the full solo in this gear. Well, we'll do another 1 or 2 attempts anyway. I'm definitely going to take a wee break here and chill out though. Been concentrating for the last like an hour and a half. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. If you want to hop out of the stream or whatever, I think I'll end it. I'll go get my stuff back first actually. If I don't get my stuff back, I'll forget where it is. Die somewhere else and it'll disappear. But I'll get my stuff back and then I'll end this stream, and then later on we'll do the full Nightmare solo. I wonder what else is weak to crush, because this here ham joint, I don't even have my ham joint on me. The ham joint is bound to be good at some other bosses. This one's really high level. Stop talking, you need. That's what I need to do, stop reading the chat. If I'd done this off stream, it would probably be 10 times easier. But I think it's more fun for you guys to watch the journey, watch me get completely wrecked. I think we've done pretty well. We got past halfway, a good bit past halfway actually, almost, because we nearly killed the last pillars, not that previous attempt but the one before, which means we were nearly 66% of the way through one of the hardest bosses in the game with the ham joint. And here's the stats of the ham joint, the exact same as nothing at all. I think that's pretty good going. Sarachnis, yeah, it would be really good at Sarachnis, because she like moves about and all. You'd get extra hits in as well every time she moves, you know, at the end, because you're hitting way faster than a bludgeon. So it would be really good at Sarachnis. I think she's got higher defense than the Nightmare. The Nightmare is actually quite low defense. Let me just check that. Sarachnis. Oh, that's Sarachnis, man. Sarachnis. She has a defense level of 150. I think they're the exact same. The Nightmare has a strength level of 150. Oh, what about crush defense? Nightmare's plus 40. Sarachnis is plus 10. So yeah, this would completely rip through Sarachnis. Just completely destroy her. If you had full Inquisitor, even better, it'd just completely melt Sarachnis. Bound to be a few others that are weak to crush though. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna take like half an hour break, and then I'll be live again if you just want to watch me try to take down the Nightmare again with this godly weapon, the ham joint. I might actually do a few kills at the start of the stream in the big world, you know, the mass world. See if we can get extremely lucky and snag an item in there, because then I know for 100% we're going to get a kill. Whether we'll get an item or not, another story. But I could swap the SGS for claws to boost my damage and maybe get a kill at the Nightmare with a ham joint. I think that'd be hilarious. So yeah, I'm going to hop off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and cheers for all the likes. That's pretty crazy for a live stream. Live streams don't usually get many. But yeah, I'll talk to you all in about half an hour or something. You guys take it easy. Bye.